I seem to have caused a bit of a kerfuffle, and I wanted to make this video to clarify my last video. First of all, I want to say that I stand by my last video. For those of you who think that it was inappropriate, I want to point out that I was not speculating as to whether or not Susie is sleeping with Johnny or anything like that. I'm speculating on two businesses forming either a partnership or an acquisition. I don't think that's out of line. I don't think I have anything to apologize for that. However, it's come to my attention today, looking through different forums and stuff like that and Facebook groups, that some people are taking what I said as Atari is buying AtariAge. Or AtariAge is going to be shutting down its non-Atari forums. And that's not true. I was speculating that if I was in fact correct that Atari was buying AtariAge, what would the ramifications of that be? It was not a clickbait video. It wasn't anything to try to generate lots of views. I'm not even monetized. It might help me grow, but it doesn't help me financially in any way. It comes from a love of Atari, AtariAge, and the homebrew community. It's something I'm incredibly passionate about, and if anybody took my postulations as fact, then stand corrected. They're not. And I made very clear in that video that I have no concrete evidence that this is happening. Everybody who is actually involved is being tight-lipped, whether because of non-disclosure agreements or whatever. The reason that I stand by what I wrote, or what I not wrote, but spoke, is because a lot of the evidence points towards it. Now, since that video, Albert has come on and specifically said the forums are not going anywhere, and saying that my past video was not true. Albert is a stand-up guy. So I'm going to take that at face value. However, I did want to just go over the facts that led me to that. And also to mention that I had talked to a lot of people that have good connections within the homebrew community, have had interactions with Atari, and had the same thought that this is what was happening. It comes down to that non-disclosure agreement that put me over the edge to say I should make this video and get this off my chest and postulate about this and generate some conversation, because if that had been the case, it would be the biggest news to hit the homebrew community probably ever. But let's go over the facts. So we know Atari has been on an acquisition spree lately. They have been gathering licenses to try to boost their repertoire of content. We know that in past and currently they have interest in homebrew games. Their physical releases, at least one of which was a homebrew game that they then published as an official Atari title. The Yars sequel. Yars Revenge, I think it was called. No, not Yars Revenge. Yars Revenge is the original game. The Yars game. We also know that they have shown further interest in releasing physical carts. We also know that they have recently announced that they are working with PlayMagi to produce some kind of cartridge physical media receptacle system for Atari 2600 games. We also know that AtariAge announced that they will be ceasing production of unlicensed games, and we also know that not all of the unlicensed games on AtariAge have ceased or will cease on July 23rd. The last fact, or the second last fact, is that we know that the announcement from AtariAge and the announcement from Atari that they were working for this physical solution came at almost the same time. Add on to that we know that programmers that may be in the know have signed non-disclosure agreements. So, I did not pull this out of my ass. There are a lot of people in the community that believe something's going on between Atari and AtariAge, and I still believe that. There is no concrete evidence, but a lot of circumstantial evidence points to it. And that's why I made the video. So I'm not going to continue to postulate about what that could mean. I'm not even going to continue to postulate about potential partnerships or acquisitions or anything like that. Albert has said the forums will not change. To the best of my knowledge, that's all he's denied. I did reach out to Albert and through Facebook earlier today, saying if you've got any statement, I'll read it verbatim in my video tonight, clarifying things. He has not responded to me. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm sure I'm not his favorite person right now. But if he does, I'll post that statement on my community page. I told him even if it's, Mike is an idiot with his head up his ass, I'll read it verbatim. And I could be. But I want people to know that I made that video and I'm making this video out of sincere concern for the community, out of sincere love for the community, and anybody who says otherwise, you're free to speculate. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to clear things up. I didn't pull this from my ass. I'm not trying to get clicks. I still think something's going on between these two companies, but I don't want to be in the center of any controversy. So this is probably the last you're going to hear from me until there's an official announcement, which I am positive will not come until after July 23rd, probably long after July 23rd. But we will all see, and I apologize, not for the video, but for any headaches that were caused from people maybe thinking that I was talking about facts as opposed to speculation. So, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala.